My coworker stole my idea, so I made sure they couldn't use it. So, this happened a few months ago, and I'm still not over how satisfying it was. For context, I work in marketing at a mid-sized agency called Clearline Creative in Chicago. It's a competitive environment, and while most of my coworkers are great, there's one person, let's call him Ryan, who's known for stepping on toes to get ahead. Ryan's the type who'll copy your notes during a meeting and act like he came up with the whole strategy. We were working on a big pitch for a new client, Pinewood Outfitters, an outdoor gear company that's trying to tap into the younger, eco-conscious market. Everyone was tasked with coming up with concepts for the pitch. I spent 2 solid weeks developing a campaign called Routes Before Routes, centered on encouraging people to explore their local green spaces rather than flying off to distant destinations. It included social media challenges, partnerships with conservation groups, and even a potential collaboration with a few eco-friendly influencers. I put everything into it. We had an internal brainstorming session to present ideas before refining them for the pitch. I shared mine, and it seemed to go over well. People were nodding, and my boss, Erica, even said she liked the direction. I felt good about it. But Ryan didn't say much during the meeting, which should have been my first red flag. A week later, we had another meeting to finalize the concepts we'd present to Pinewood. That's when Ryan strutted in and presented an eerily similar campaign he called Grounded Explorers. It was almost a carbon copy of my Routes Before Routes idea, but with a few tweaks to make it look slightly different. He even had a mock-up of an Instagram ad featuring a slogan I'd brainstormed. My stomach dropped. I didn't call him out right away. Honestly, I wasn't sure how to handle it without sounding petty or defensive. Erica seemed impressed with Ryan's pitch, and I could see him basking in the attention. But I wasn't about to let him get away with it. Here's where it gets interesting. While Ryan copied the broad strokes of my idea, he missed a lot of the finer details that made it viable. For example, he suggested partnering with a well-known outdoor brand that has a terrible track record with sustainability, something that would have been a PR nightmare for Pinewood. I knew his version wouldn't hold up under scrutiny, so I decided to let him dig his own grave. I spent the next few days quietly refining my original concept. I made it bulletproof, adding data on consumer trends, potential ROI, and even a prototype of the social media challenge. I also made sure to loop Erica in via email, framing it as additional research to build on Ryan's idea. I wasn't overtly accusing him of stealing, but I made it clear who'd done the actual work. Fast forward to the client meeting. Ryan started presenting first, and it was a disaster. Pinewood's marketing director, a no-nonsense woman named Carla, immediately questioned the sustainability partnership. Ryan stammered through an explanation that made no sense, and you could see the room losing confidence in him by the second. When Erica asked if anyone else had ideas to share, I stepped up. I presented Routes Before Routes, complete with all the polished details. Carla's eyes lit up. She loved the local focus and the data backing it up. By the end of the meeting, it was clear which campaign Pinewood was leaning toward. Ryan looked like he wanted to sink through the floor. In the end, Pinewood chose my campaign, and Erica made a point to highlight my work in front of the whole team. Ryan didn't say a word. He's been keeping his distance from me ever since, and I've noticed he's a lot quieter in meetings now. I'm not saying I changed him, but maybe he'll think twice before pulling something like that again.